Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mikey Report for September 29th, 2010. Glad you can be with us. I am Mikey Edwards. I am actually recording this again. I had tried it once, but I was being shot at with Nerf darts. They are all in this bag. So, they will not get this bag back for a while. But I got a lot of news, and very serious and sad news. First off, a comic has passed away. I'm not real big on insult comedy. I'm into impersonation comedy myself. I impersonate a lot of people. Snag and cartoons. Snagglepuss, Scooby-Doo. I'll do my best for a lot of them, but we'll see what. You ask me one, and if I don't get one, then I don't get one. It's just me. But insult comic Grey Colorado has passed away after an accidental overdose of his prescription medications. He died at the age of 44. He was hospitalized Monday due to taking after the overdose, and that news was first reported by his longtime friend and fellow comic Jim Norton, who tweeted a photo of the two and the message, "Rest in peace, buddy." That was followed by a message from the Improv Comedy Club. "Rest in peace, Grey Colorado, one of the funniest beep ever to grace a comedy stage. Will be missed by all. So sad." And one from Sarah Silverman, "Belly laugh, hilarious, prolific, good and kind. 1,000 oys can't express." He was a judge on Last Comic Standing and frequent guest on The Howard Stern Show. I do not watch that, FYI. And a fixture on the Comedy Central roast circuit. He was actually a Columbia and Harvard Law School educated attorney who strayed from his original path to school himself in the art of insult comedy. And it worked for him, though. He said during the recent David Hasselhoff roast, "How cheesy is this, Dave? It's not a roast, it's a melt!" Geraldo struggled with alcohol addiction over the years, ultimately revealing on Stern's show in September 2005 that he had been sober, minus one slip-up, for 5 months. Made more than a dozen appearances on late-night comedy places, Late Show with Letterman and Late Night with Conan, and did regular stand-up at the famed Comedy Cellar and Gotham Comedy Club in New York. He had one show which was voted the #1 comedy album of 2009 by Punchline magazine, and he was a guest on Seinfeld's The Marriage Ref last season. Geraldo was asked why he abandoned the law to pursue comedy. "Jesus," he deadpanned. "It's a very complex issue, but, if you really read the New Testament close, I think you would understand." And we'll be right back after this. And we're back. Sorry for the delay. I gotta let my roomie in. Alright, well, we had another death. It was a Rutgers, New Jersey, Rutgers University main campus freshman who jumped off the George Washington Bridge a day after two classmates secretly recorded him having sex with a man in his dorm room and broadcast it over the internet live, authorities said on Wednesday. Tyler Clementi jumped off the bridge last Thursday, the family attorney confirmed today. NYPD Harbor officers received the body of a white man clad only in pants, wearing a watch, and without ID after a Parks Department employee spotted the body floating in the river. According to police, the body was taken to the city ME's office. Authorities hope to use the watch as ID. Clementi's driver's license and school ID were found in a wallet left on the bridge last Wednesday after 2 witnesses saw someone jump from it, according to a law enforcement officer. 2 fellow freshmen, Darren Ravi of Plainsboro and Molly Wee of Princeton, both 18, have been charged with 2 counts each of invasion of privacy. According to Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office, they secretly placed a camera in the victim's dorm room in Piscataway to view and transmit a live image of a student having sex on the 19th. Ravi is also charged with 2 counts of invasion of privacy for attempting to use the camera to view and transmit another encounter involving a student 2 days later. Clementi was a fine young man and a distinguished musician, according to the family attorney. Family is heartbroken beyond words. Today, his Facebook was only accessible to his friends, according to Newark Star Ledger. News of the death came on the same day that Rutgers kicked off a 2-year campus-wide project to teach the importance of civility with special attention to bullying and use and abuse of new technology. And students, faculty, and other employees have been encouraged to attend a series of lectures, presentations, and discussions exploring such topics as how cell phones, iPods, and other gadgets affect civility and sportsmanship for athletes and fans. You know, we hear in the pro sports about Twitter and everything else with the athletes, and I actually am there. Some of the intro digital media students, well, most of my suite actually, is taking intro digital media, and they have to have, they are doing 5 days of being without any social networking whatsoever. And with social networking sites, that means no Facebook, no YouTube, no MySpace, no Twitter, no Formspring, or their list can go on and on. Uvu, Skype, AIM, Yahoo Messenger, Windows Live Messenger, any of that, due to the simple fact of it being a connection to people using technology, and we use a lot of it as it is. I can rant about that on another taping. But yeah, we need to figure things out with that. But like I said, I will record another one, and you can view it at your leisure. Excuse me. Dr. Pepper and a sore throat. Not the best combination. And a runny nose. Oh boy, I'm getting sick. Not the week before fall break. Oy. And I got a sermon to preach too. Oy. Life is not happy. Not only am I... and the sore throat and runny nose is probably from this room being so frigid cold. If I wasn't sucking and I was dripping, it would have been icicles right here because it's so stinking cold. Well, there really isn't going to be cold, but there is going to be rain. Stocks were actually down today, amid worries about Europe's financial crises again. When will they get everything straightened out? Dow went down to 10,835, NASDAQ down to 2376.5, S&P 500 down to 1144 3/4. But like I said, we are having rain, major amounts of it tomorrow, as there is like a 3-part storm coming up the coast. One is the stationary front that's going to be affecting the area probably the soonest, and then all of Pennsylvania, eastern Pennsylvania, and the whole like east coast of the states. Carolinas, Virginia, Maryland, all of Delaware and New Jersey, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Yeah, I mean, it's just not going to be good. Wind's going to impact it. Rain's going to impact it. Anywhere from 2 to 5 inches, locally 6 to 10 or more, a flash flood threat all across the board. We're looking at, for tomorrow, we're up in Lake Area, we're looking at rain. In Phoenixville, we're looking at rain, 69 degrees, 64, and sunny skies for the next 4 days in Mount Cobb, anywhere from 54 to 64 degrees. Showers possible the following 4 days, Tuesday through Friday, the 5th through the 8th, as showers will be in the forecast anywhere in the low 60s. In Phoenixville, we're looking at pretty much a week worth of rain possible, anywhere between 63 and 70 degrees. And after tomorrow's rain at the high of 77 degrees, we're looking at sunny skies for the weekend, 63 to 72 degrees on either day. But it's going to be like a complete different story out in Ohio, as we're having partly cloudy skies tomorrow, 73 degrees, sunny skies on the first, 65, and showers on Saturday over the weekend, and 3 more days of showers after a day of sun, anywhere between 59 and 64 on. And then Friday the 8th, sunny skies, 65 degrees. So really, there's not much of a win-win situation. And I'm not sure where radar is even at right now. So, I am not sure where the radar is right now, but we got mostly cloudy skies at the present moment, and it's starting to make its way in. It's hitting more or less west of us at this point, but it will probably affect us a little bit more as the morning hours progress on. Tropical Storm Nicole is actually the 3rd part, and remnants from that will probably affect us. And also a low hanging out in the Carolinas will be the 2nd part of this storm. But over to sports, where we got baseball playoffs in the air. Giants are working on trying to take the NL West title. They're up 3-1 in the going into the bottom of the 8th. Phillies won 7-1. They already had clinched. Yankees and Rays are still battling it out for the AL East. Both of them lost. Toronto beat the Yankees 8-4, and the Rays lost 2-0 to the O's. McNabb is looking for cheers in Philly. As that continues, the Reds clinched, but they ended up losing to Houston. NFL and the Players Union are negotiating an 18-game season. That's going to be up in the air, but we'll have more of that tomorrow on the Mikey Report. But that's it for the Mikey Report for tonight. I'm Mikey, and we're saying good night, God bless, and see you next time on the Mikey Report.